go. Peace, love, and light, Gemini, Cancer, Cusp Collective. Welcome back to Cusp of Roses for your general energy reading. This is a timeless look into the cosmic influences that might be connecting with you, supporting you, guiding you in the now moment. Go ahead and take some time, Gemini, Cancer, to get grounded in your own energy. You can do that through any intentions, prayers, meditations, moments of silence or stillness that feels right for you, and I'm going to do the same. Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, Holy Spirit, my ascended ancestors, and all holy angels, thank you so much for being here with me and with the Gemini Cancer Plus Collective Energy here on YouTube. Thank you for clearing my energy and allowing me to be a channel for the most important messages that the Gemini Cancer Cusp Collective of Energy needs to hear in the now moment whenever they do find this reading. Thank you so much, Divine, for providing clear guidance as to what planets, houses, and or transits are important for Gemini Cancer Cusp energies to be aware of in the now moment, what might be influencing them, connecting with them, and guiding them. We thank you for that clarity, and so it is. All right, Gemini Cancer, here we go. Cosmic energy for Gemini Cancer Cusp Collective. You got Saturn. Okay, truth energy here, vibration of 6. Saturn is in retrograde, okay, so I'm not surprised too much to see that. Tell me more about the cosmic energy supporting Gemini Cancer Cusp in this moment. You have the lunar eclipse, okay, change energy. Vibration of 43 breaking down into a 7, so you do have a slight progression here. You went from 6 to 7. Okay, I believe the last lunar eclipse we had was in June, okay? And that's an energy that's kind of probably swelling and coming up to an end of the next 6 months. So yeah, by the end of the year, okay? You should feel a lot of change, or there probably has been a lot of change in your emotions and your intuition, Gemini Cancer. Tell me more about the cosmic energy supporting, more moon, okay? Black moon, Lilith. So there is a mystery here. There is still some unknowns, okay? Vibration of 12 breaking down into a 3 here for my number people. So you got 6, 7, and 3 as important numbers. It feels like whatever Saturn has shown you during its retrograde season, Gemini Cancer, and if you haven't watched that retrograde reading, I do suggest that you do, okay? It's been pretty heavy, this Saturn energy in the collective. But whatever truth has been revealed has come up in your own consciousness, okay? It is offering you this opportunity to make the changes that you need to make in order to stay in alignment with that truth, or in order to integrate or incorporate that truth, okay? The outcome of that change, though, still remains a mystery, okay? So it does feel like you're still in the midst of this transformation. So how it's going to end, what's going to come out of it, come the end of the year, Gemini Cancer, it feels like it's still an unknown, okay? So there's definitely still some choices that you have to make, okay? Some shifts that you're in the midst of before we can get into any outcome energy, okay? But let's go ahead and look into these cosmic connections that you have in the moment, Gemini Cancer, okay? I'm using a new tarot deck here. It's the Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot, found it on Etsy. It's absolutely gorgeous. If you're interested, if you like it, make sure you search it on Etsy over there, okay? But tell me more about Saturn, Divine, for Gemini Cancer Cusp. Yeah, talk about truth. You got the Ace of Swords. Doesn't get any more truthful than that, Gemini Cancer. So definitely reaching new levels of consciousness, okay? Vibrating at a higher mental frequency with this Saturn retrograde, okay? A lot of clarity, okay, is coming in for you, or will be coming in, or has been coming in. Feels like it has, okay? Tell me more about this Ace of Swords in connection to Saturn for Gemini Cancer Cusp. You have awakening. This is the Judgment card in this deck. Wow. Clear cut and dry. I love that. So definitely, yeah, you've experienced an awakening. You're going through an awakening right now. And again, it's just bringing you into higher levels of mental energy, clarity, so that you can actually make sense of the world around you a little bit more, have a deeper connection with the world around you, okay? It does feel like Saturn is ascending you into higher levels of truth. Now, is that a fun ride? No. When we get the Judgment, it is not sunshine and rainbows, right? These might be harsh truths that are coming in, but it is elevating your energy, okay? This really feels like having the opportunity to look at yourself, Gemini Cancer, okay? So again, some truths about who you are, truths about how you think, how you move, what you're attached to, what you're connected to, what you really hold as value, what you don't. It feels like a really deep internal review. Okay, because you also have the lunar eclipse, emotional change here, changes in your soul's resonation, okay? Let's get a little bit more. Ooh, what was that voice crack? Oh my goodness. Let's get some more here. Tell me more about awakening. Yeah, the Eight of Swords. Yeah, okay. That's what I was feeling, but I needed confirmation on it. So I was looking at this awakening as there was maybe a truth here, Gemini Cancer, that you were not seeing. Okay? The divine maybe was trying to communicate to you or show you, or maybe they weren't, but it's just something that you were not seeing clearly, that Saturn is no longer allowing you to hide from, close your eyes on, no longer ignore for some of you, which is why you're going through an awakening that has an Ace of Swords attached to it, okay? You also have the Queen of Swords that came out with this Eight of Swords. For some of you, it's something in how you communicate. Yeah, and that's definitely an internal review here, right? Almost like Saturn kind of came in, Gemini Cancer, and made you check yourself a little bit. To kind of see yourself a little bit clearer here as this Queen of Swords. Okay, remember, the Queen of Swords definitely chooses logic over emotion every time, okay? But what's funny about even that saying is she's typically emotionally charged, right? When she's communicating her truth, when she's cutting people down, being harsh, you know, just saying it like it is, or just, do you see what I'm saying? It's like a lack of, a little bit of a lack of empathy here with the Queen of Swords, and that's maybe what you're awakening to. Okay, is that you weren't necessarily seeing how your methods of communicating, however you were communicating or moving, it's like not seeing it for what it is. Not seeing the effects that it had on other people, maybe even the effects on yourself. This could even just be your internal track, right? Your internal voices. Doesn't even have to be how you're communicating with others, but nonetheless, there's definitely an awakening here that you're going through with Saturn, especially with it being in retrograde, which I do believe ends sometime in October next month, okay? And I kind of feel like it's going to get a little bit more intense for you, Gemini Cancer, before it actually starts to ease up with this awakening and the Ace of Swords and coming into clarity. And for some of you, it was like you were hiding from your own truth, or avoiding speaking your own truth, or accepting your own truth, or living your own truth. And that's, again, what Saturn is saying, okay, we can no longer move like that, okay? You have to stand on what feels right for you. You have to speak your mind. You have to speak your truth here, okay? All right, let's look into lunar eclipse. Thank you so much, Divine. Tell me more about lunar eclipse for Gemini Cancer. Cusp energy. Yeah, you got the Seven of Wands. Some of you were fighting the change. Yeah, so that's what this Eight of Swords is about. That's what that Eight of Swords is about. Some of you were resisting looking at yourself, or really resisting the changes that were kind of happening. Tell me more about the Seven of Wands with change. What change was Gemini fighting? Gemini Cancer, yeah. Strength. right? So Gemini Cancer, it's this energy here where it's almost like you were fighting coming into balance. I don't know how else to say it. Not seeing how your own shadow energy was kind of living out, like kind of coming out. Like, I don't really know how else to say it. It's like, because the Strength card is a balance between the two opposites, your lower nature and your higher self, right? That's what this lesson in Strength is all about. How do you feel what you feel, right? Allow your shadow to kind of integrate into your higher being, as opposed to having them operate on separate frequencies or not move in alignment. And some of you, it just feels like you were fighting that with the Seven of Wands. Fighting that change. Or fighting having to actually accept that that is something that needed to change, Gemini Cancer, okay? Tell me more about the Strength with the lunar eclipse for Gemini Cancer cusp, okay? Yeah, the Mystic. Got the Hierophant, okay, in this deck. It's almost like Gemini Cancer, you knew better, but were you doing better? Yeah, when the Mystic or the Hierophant comes out, it means you have to apply the wisdom from the lessons that you've learned, right? This is the wise one energy in some decks, right? The Hierophant walks in the wisdom from the lessons that they learned. They walk in and move in accordance to it's like what they know is right, right? It can sometimes feel self-righteous, right? That would be in a more negative sense of that, but it just feels like you were just kind of fighting, really stepping into that higher level of wisdom here, Gemini Cancer, and still kind of living from this Queen of Swords energy. Okay? Since we have 4, we'll go 4. Tell me more about the Mystic for lunar eclipse. Tell me more about the Mystic. Whoa. Yeah, you got the Freedom. This is the Chariot. And the Monarch. Wow, all major arcana. So the Emperor. Yeah, you were definitely stubborn on moving forward, on advancing, on ascending a particular energy that I feel like you were just comfortable in. Okay? But that's changing, right? So now I feel like whatever resistance with the Seven of Wands that you had, okay, against really integrating your lower nature and your higher self together, it's like that's changing. You see how moving from an integrated space offers you the opportunity to act in wisdom, which then offers you movement forward and freedom, the Chariot, right? Which then puts you in the position of Emperor, okay? So that's a lot of change. It's a lot of shifting and a lot of change, but I do feel like this is what's happening for you in the now moment, okay, or what may be to come. Let's look into this Black Moon Lilith energy. Thank you so much, Divine. Tell me more about Lilith in connection to Gemini Cancer cusp collective of energy. Yeah, you got the Seven of Pentacles, okay, and you got the Ace of Cups. So 2 aces in your reading here. So whatever didn't work out, it's like you're getting another chance at that. And that could be what this is. Yeah. Yeah. So the Divine is giving you another chance to really move from a space of wisdom, to step into your higher self, right? This is the partner to the High Priestess, the Mystic, or the Hierophant, okay? Move with a little bit more sense of control within your own energy, right? Control of that lower nature, not being so quick to judge here with the Queen of Swords. Okay, and really stepping into a higher level of advancement, moving forward. This is, for some of you, this could even be in career. Take it how it resonates. Okay? But it's like, what's the mystery is still not seeing, and I think this is what you'll probably see by the end of the year, Gemini Cancer, is how not moving with your heart space intact, right? Solely moving from logic, sword energy, right? It's what you got a lot of here. Moving without this Ace of Cups is what has kept you a little bit stuck and stagnant in whatever this is. Okay? But change is here and change is coming, so that's good. But the awareness, I feel like, Gemini Cancer, might not be all the way grounded yet for you. That's okay. That's okay. Give it time. Tell me more about the Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups for Lilith. Yeah, and the Star. A lot of major arcanas here for you, Gemini Cancer, okay? So you're definitely working with some high vibrational energy here. The universe is definitely supporting you. But with the Star, it's like this Queen of Swords energy, even though, yes, you have Gemini in your chart, right? Or, you know, you're on that cusp. It's not all the way authentic to who you are. And I feel like that's not what you're fully seeing, or what you weren't seeing. And that's why you're going through this awakening to reach a higher level of consciousness with this Ace of Swords, so that you can operate from that space of authenticity, okay? With your heart space intact, with a full understanding of not only the own capacity within your own heart, but to be able to connect from a heart space with other people. Because with this Queen of Swords, she does not care about that heart space. No, it's morals, it's logic. Is it right? Is it wrong? Is it white? Is it black? Is it this? Is it that? It's that type of cut and dry. But when you move with this Ace of Cups in your energy, there are some gray area, right? And it's almost like in that gray area is where you get to apply the wisdom. It's where you get to step into this Emperor. It's where you get that freedom, Gemini Cancer, okay? So some of you, this could even just be letting go of like harsh judgment of yourself, of others, of certain situations, maybe of your career, of your job environment, of your work. Because that was maybe blocking you from really operating from this sense of love, right? That's what was keeping you kind of stuck and stagnant. Okay, but I do feel with the Star that's really nice and beautiful is that you are releasing it, or you're on your way to working through that energy, which is really, really good. Tell me more about the Star for Gemini Cancer in connection to Lilith. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. So a new way of working. And that's exactly what I was talking about. How you were operating in this Queen of Swords energy, this is why you got to the Seven of Pentacles. So you got far, right? But Seven of Pentacles talks about stagnancy. Having to reevaluate what you're doing in order to grow and move and expand, right? And that's exactly what this Three of Pentacles is. It's a new way of working. It's learning a new skill. And that new skill is moving with your heart intact here. Now, you do have that Cancer energy, right? Which is absolutely very nurturing, very loving, very open, but it just feels like that part of you was maybe a little scorned, okay? And that's okay. Totally normal, natural, human emotions. Feel it all, right? It's not all sunshine and rainbows, okay? But it's like, yeah, for some of you, it's like solely operating in your logical energy, right? With that air quality, being very, very, very mental about everything, but not bringing your heart space along. Okay, which is why you would have an awakening here with the Ace of Swords. Okay. So that you can get to see what you kind of were missing a little bit, or just wasn't really clear. And I think that that's what it is. It's like, yeah, I don't know how many times I'm going to say it, but that's just the energy. So you're working towards integrating that Ace of Cups, okay, so that you can actually be a little bit more authentic. And for some of you, this is just really align your authenticity with your workspace, right? Approach it from a new angle, approach it with a new energy. Okay, that offers you not only the wisdom and the vibration of the Hierophant, right? But also advancement. So growth in your career, moving forward, right? Getting the accolades that you deserve, like really hitting those accomplishments and those goals, right? Giving you the opportunity to really step into this Emperor vibration. Now, it has nothing to do with gender. You know that, hopefully by now, okay? Take it as it resonates, Gemini Cancer, but this has been your general energy reading. I hope you found it helpful and insightful, maybe filled with some confirmation on what you're feeling or going through in the now moment or what's to come. Let me know your thoughts, or just say hi or whatever you're going through in the comment section. Make sure you check out my description box for how to contact me for readings if you're ever interested, or just to say hi and get in touch, or connect with me on my socials. Follow me on Instagram at Cusp of Roses for more intuitive messages. And Gemini Cancer, I will see you all in our next reading, all right? Namaste.